All right, here we are in the lab. We're going to talk about the parts of the microscope. Before we do that, we have to learn how to properly carry the microscope. That's simply by taking it by the arm and by the base. So this is how you carry a microscope. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the pieces. Up here, probably the most interesting thing is, of course, what you're going to look down through, and that is known as the eyepiece, the lens. So this is the main lens up top. That's not the only lens on the microscope though. Down bottom, we can see we have three other lenses. Okay, these are called objective lenses. And most microscopes have 3 or 4 of these. And they are on this rotating dial, so to speak. It's called a revolving nose piece. That helps us adjust pretty quickly between magnification levels. So the strongest one on this is a 40 times magnification. That's the biggest one there. Okay, you can see that we have this big plate on the bottom. So that's known as the microscope stage or plate. And the microscope stage is where we're going to actually lay our specimen. And I've got a couple here. Okay, these are some slides we have. So I'll just put a slide in here. And it's broke actually. Okay, stick the slide on. And we've got these little arms that keep the slide from sliding around. Okay, and this microscope does not have a light underneath it. So we've got one over here with the lamp, and you can see that we can actually adjust how much light gets through. So there's this little window called the iris, and then there's this thing called the iris diaphragm, which helps us change how much light we let through this little window. Okay, so come on up here, look down through the microscope. You'll be able to see, I can let some light in, or I can adjust that and close it off. That's pretty cool. Come back over here to the one without the light. We've got 2 rotating knobs, okay, or dials. So this is the coarse adjustment knob, and you can see the eyepiece, the objectives, so part of the microscope with the lenses, it goes up and down pretty quickly here. That allows us to put our specimen, the thing that we're looking at, into focus. Once you have your coarse adjustment done, say if you're working with a lab partner and their eyesight's slightly different, you're going to have to put that into focus for each person who's looking down through the microscope. So we have a second knob here. That's for fine adjustments. That's called the fine adjustment knob. So we've got the coarse adjustment knob and the fine adjustment knob. So we use the coarse first and then the fine to refine what we're looking at. All right, that's really the basics of the microscope.